Hello everybody, Tractor Time with Mr. Mick, and we're standing next to this nice M Farmall right here because we have a Tractor Mac book. It's called Tractor Mac Arrives at the Farm. I'm going to show you this picture here just because there's not even the beginning of the story, but I love that picture right at the beginning. Tractor Mac arrives at the farm. Sibley the horse lived on Stony Meadow Farm, and he was a hard worker. Tug and pull and drag. He did the work of 2 strong horses. So there he is, working hard. Sibley's days were spent plowing in the spring, mowing in the summer, harvesting in the fall, and logging in the winter. So there's all of his Sibley's jobs on the farm. Sibley's favorite job was pulling the hay wagon at summer picnics. The children would all cheer for Sibley and give him treats like apples and carrots. Oops. Page was stuck. Sorry. One day the animals heard a strange noise. Chugga chugga pop. They looked out of the barn and a large red machine was parked in the farmyard, spewing smoke. Farmer Bill was seated on a bright new shiny tractor, and he had a big smile on his face, just like he was sitting on that M Farmall. That evening, Farmer Bill moved the tractor into the barn. The animals came over to greet the newcomer with big black rubber tires. "What big black rubber tires you have," clucked Carla the chicken. "Look at all your wires and gears and cables," exclaimed Pete the pig. "Welcome to Stony Meadow Farm," said Sam the ram. "Welcome, welcome," everybody cried. And there's everybody welcoming Tractor Mac. The red tractor smiled. "Howdy do," he said. "My name is Mac, and I can do the work of 10 horses, and I'm happy to be here." And the animals gasped. 10 horses? You must be really strong. That night, Sibley the horse was not able to sleep. Visions of mechanical horses danced in his head. Could Mac really do the work of 10 horses? What would be left for Sibley to do? Early the next morning, Farmer Bill climbed into Mac's seat and started the engine, and Mac rumbled to life and he headed for the field. Sibley waited to be tacked up for the day, but nobody came. All that day, Sibley listened to the other animals chatter. "Did you see how fast Tractor Mac plowed the fields?" clucked the chickens. "He delivered the hay in less than an hour," baaed the sheep. "He hauled all the wood for the new roof," squealed the pigs. As the days passed, it was clear that Mac had taken over Sibley's jobs. "Soon they'll be turning you out to pasture," said Margot the cow. "You probably will never have to work another day in your life." And just then Sibley heard the sound of children. Maybe they were coming to the barnyard for a hay ride, and Sibley galloped up to the barn. There's Sibley running up to the barn. And he stopped abruptly at the fence because there was Tractor Mac pulling a dozen cheering children on a hay wagon. Sibley's hay wagon. Sibley had never felt so sad and useless in his whole life. What good is it to be a workhorse who cannot work? In the weeks that followed, Sibley hoped that he would have a job to do, but every morning Farmer Bill and Mac left the barn without him. Sibley wondered if he had been forgotten about for good. Finally, one day, Farmer Bill came back to the farm without Mac. "Sibley, old lad, I need your help. We have a problem that only you can fix." The rain had fallen during the night. The farmer led Sibley through the soggy grass to the far field where the ground was soaked with water. And there sat Tractor Mac, stuck in the mud up to his axles. What do you think Sibley's going to do? With a tug and a yank, Sibley wrenched Tractor Mac free from the mud, and he spent the rest of the day working in the soggy field while Tractor Mac sat behind the stone wall. When it was time to go back to the barn, Mac said, "Thanks for rescuing me, Sibley." Farmer Bill patted Sibley on the neck. "You were a big help today." There he is, pulling him out of the mud. From that day on, Farmer Bill let both Sibley and Mac worked side by side, and they became the best of friends. The end of Tractor Mac arriving at the farm. Just like this Tractor Mac right here.